Yellow once again, it's your boy That's No Moon back for another Gear 13, Is It Worth It? And in the last video we did General Skywalker, and that was a lot of fun. We've been able to climb the arena ranks by doing this in the 501st. We've been able to get up from around about 150, 200 in the arena each day, just from losing interest. We've now got plenty of opportunity to go in and try out against Galactic Legends, against Supreme Leader Kylo, and also Rey as well. I will, in terms of this character, it's a character that I've neglected for quite a while until recently. This is probably one of the greatest plug and play characters Star Wars Galaxy Heroes has ever seen. He's always had a use, and in terms of this, I've only recently sort of put a bit more speed on him, but I'm half tempted to go quicker again on him. Now, what I will do before this, it will jump your GP quite a bit because he does have a capital ship as well. But I think in terms of the dominoes in this game, in terms of arena, probably is the most important place. So again, he's all with these Galactic Legend counters, he's going to have a huge amount of impact, more so against Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, but also he's a very important cog in beating Rey's as well. In terms of at Gear 12, I was quite lucky with this character that I'd got him to, before Gear 13 was even around, I'd had him at Gear 12.5 anyway, so it wasn't a far leap for his finisher. I had a little bit of Kyro Attack to do. I had one of these, annoyingly, which shares with Wat Tambor and Arc Trooper, who are two characters that I'm trying to get there pretty quick. I've got plenty of these, so it's not really an issue, and some of these left over from the 501st as well. I will refer you to, I'll have a very quick look at his stats at the moment, and then I want to refer you to a couple of pieces of footage that I got from testing in Arena today against Supreme Leader Kylo Ren and Rey as well, and then I'll explain the decision behind it and is it worth it. In terms of mastery, he's going to increase his accuracy, crit avoidance, and damage. Now, crit avoidance may be quite important, but in terms of that speed, he is going to get a bump of 8 speed. Tactics is going to be damage. Special damage, I think he does special damage, so that's going to increase his output. Not a huge concern here about damage. All I really want from this character is survivability in terms of whether it's Grand Arena or whether it's Arena. This video is more catered towards the Arena side of things, but Health Steal is useful as well. So it's more so going to be survivability, and I will play with the mods, but I will do a direct side-by-side comparison. May change some of the mods as well, just to try and fulfill that and get the balance between speed and survivability. So I'm going to go over to this footage that I got today to explain the decision as to why I'm Gear 13ing this character. Okay, the piece of footage that I do want to refer to is from an arena battle that I was trying out earlier. Had to put in Han Solo to get rid of Wat Tambor. That was a super quick Wat Tambor. Had to get over to Kenobi to put a shock on, and Wat Tambor stopping, putting that shield tech over there and taunting while he has protection, and it is an absolute nightmare to get through. So I had to go a little bit left field, but in arena it's fine. Had to make a tough decision here as to fracture Wat Tambor. Probably should have fractured Rey straight away, but because he's got fear on him, it doesn't really matter that much in terms of this battle. But there is a bit of footage right in the middle that I do want to kind of refer to, and it's when she gets her ultimate ability. And I'm not 100% sure how it works. This is day one of testing. I would assume that the damage is split between the, so there she is, she enters into the special or the ultimate ability there. We're looking in good shape. If we see Thrawn there, he's got about half protection, half health, so we'll carry on a little bit. And to make it, well, the only one I can really damage here is Wat Tambor, so we get rid of him. She's going to enter her special ability, and here she goes. So this is the piece of footage that I do want to refer to, is that damage there. I'm assuming that this damage is split out in terms of all 5 players. 65, 750, we should be able to defend that. But if I go back over to our stats, at the moment, we only have around about 73,000. And in terms of modding, I just chose that mod because of the speed itself, crit chance. Offense, again, I'm going to have a play around with mods. Health, I can probably go protection here. And again, there's decent secondary protection, but without sort of extra protection as well, it's not going to do a huge amount. So in terms of that, I thought I would now go into making him much more survivable, because we should be able to. But Rey doing her ultimate ability meant that at gear 12, we weren't able to do anything to negate it. So, as I said, we'll get that piece on. Let's get that on, and let's upgrade. So, with relics, he's going to get health, he's going to get armor, he's going to get accuracy, crit avoidance, and damage as well. The important things here are health. More so importantly, any extra piece of survivability will be pretty useful, pretty good. And yeah, let's put a second relic level on him, get a bit more survivability on him there. We can actually go to 3, so I think I will do. Okay, there we go. So now, hopefully, he's looking a little bit better, and I will do a side-by-side at the end. So now that's looking much better. From 72,000, we're now looking at about 92,000. And speed has obviously had a nice bump to 294. That will be very helpful as well. Potency, I don't really have to worry about. Tenacity, not really too bothered about that. And the health steal has gone up a little bit, so that will help with the survivability. So in terms of this character, it's now become apparent to me that Thrawn is needed at gear 13. I'll probably even maybe put one more relic level on him. I'm going to have a think about it. I'm going to see over the next couple of days how he survives. Also against Supreme Leader Kylo Ren in the squad, the works pretty well is this one. Annoyingly, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, he'll always go for the one with the taunt, so he'll always go for Sith Trooper there, but he will then go for Thrawn in terms of and if he can't outlast his first hit, forget it, game over. But it is game over if you can get Fracture on Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, and the rest of the Sith Empire will get to work, and it's a pretty much a cakewalk from there. So yeah, I really didn't think at the start of the week I'd be relicking and taking to gear 13. So a little bit fortuitous, and it's funny how things sort of snowball. But, as I said, I think in the current state of the game, because Galactic Legends aren't going away, I think I was sort of pretty lax about them. I really haven't looked too much into them. Did a little bit of testing on them today. Had some success with them today. I'll bring out a different video with that as well. But I think this is one of the most important characters. When I have a look at the lineup and the potential lineups for beating Rey or Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, he features in a lot of these lineups. So he features in that top one. He features 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in potential lineups for beating Galactic Legends. So this one is a very staple diet in terms of, but he does need to be survival. I'll have a little play around with mods, and I'll see what I can get him to in terms of survivability as well. So now, by moving a few mods around, I've usually run a fairly quick Padme, but now running this and having to save Galactic Legend counters for Grand Arena quite possibly, I'm going to try and take Padme a lot slower for beating Darth Revan's squad. So that's kind of the premise here. So I've borrowed a few of her mods. I'm going to slow down the speed on her. As a direct result, we've gained 4 speed, and now we're up to about 120,000 protection and health as well. So that's going to make him much more survivable and be able to take either that big first opening barrage from Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, or be able to deal with Rey when she goes into her ultimate ability. So pretty happy with that. And yeah, as I said, very, very situational. But as I said, when the game shifts and when Galactic Legends came out, as a free-to-play, this is very, very niche, and this is going to be, I'm going to have to work around it. I've always had to work around squads, and I've always had to work around the meta, always at least one meta behind. So as I said, this is where I like doing a little bit of work, where we can get around it in ways that we can become more creative anyway. So this should now help us a lot more and make those battles a lot easier against the Galactic Legends. If you have any thoughts or you have any comments as well, or you can think of a better way to mod Grand Admiral Thrawn, Please let me know in the comments, or if you do enjoy the content, please give me a like or a subscribe or whatever it is. Cheers, guys. See you later. Bye.